Everybody open your heart, gather around, listen close to this podcast, cause now it's art. Hello everyone and welcome to the Now It's Art podcast. I am Billy, or Artistunknown, or AU Gold, whatever, you know.
You actually have other
retard
aliases besides Artistunknown?
That guy
You're
that
not gay
jokes
retard,
about
okay?
cum all the time.
Okay, well that might actually fit as a possible nickname or whatever.
I am once again joined by Nyne since the pilot, but that didn't actually count. So Nyne, this is your first time on the podcast. How's it going?
Perfect, actually.
Okay,
You know, I love working on these things. Pleasure to be part of this.
Yeah, Nyne, you're the editor. How's it been editing?
You know,
whatever.
It's not that difficult. It's not too bad.
Maybe we're getting a little ahead of ourselves. So God dang it.
Probably.
I accidentally full screen TeamSpeak. So there's a very specific reason that it's just me and Nyne on today's podcast. Me and Nyne are both what you would call bums. So today we're going to discuss the fascinating life of being a bum. So, Nyne, what's your daily routine like, Nyne? How is it being a 20-something-year-old still living with his parents, no job, kind of a high school dropout, being autistic? We should cut that out.
I don't know. I mean, a lot of people still live at home, but
good answer.
Kind of sucks that I don't know. Not sure what to say about this.
Just describe how it is being a bum, you know, Nyne. What is it like?
It kind of sucks.
Like,
I wish I could help my family more, but
Nyne, isn't it great to just have no responsibility and laze around all day and play worm?
I guess it's okay, but I mean, like, I kind of wish I could help the people that helped me for so long.
It's very generous of you, Nyne. You're a good person.
Generous.
Unlike some people, you know.
Well, I mean, I'm sure you'd help the people if you know.
Nyne, it's the thought that counts. You know, you wish you could, but you can't really because, you know, you're autistic. You can't go. Let's remove any references from autism.
But you know, there's other things.
Yeah.
I don't know. It's just, I mean, if you listen to me long enough, you'll probably realize it.
Yeah.
Who knows?
So
and again, there's also people that will staunchly, you know, deny the fact that I have it. So who knows?
Nyne, I just said we're gonna cut out every reference to autism, and now you keep talking about autism. We're gonna offend everyone.
Actually can cut it out?
I don't know. You're the decider of that. I mean, I guess I am.
I'm not actually offended by it or anything.
No, neither am I. But you know, people are
autistic.
Yeah, people are autistic.
I always wondered about that. Like, you know, the people that are like actually like mentally retarded that have
even more so than you, yeah.
The people that you know, there's people that are like, oh, you can't say retarded, that's offensive. And then there's actually mentally retarded people that are like, that's fine.
Yeah, it's like when John Trump called the PS4 retarded on Twitter, and everyone got upset for some reason. Anyways,
I don't know. When you're famous enough, people kind of just swarm you about anything.
So the life of a bum is interesting because you get like all your time is free time essentially. You're not doing anything.
I guess.
You know, unless you're someone who likes to try to stay productive like me. You know, I use that time to animate or take surveys or clean the house sometimes, or you know, do let's plays or record a podcast or make reviews or some other crap. Most of the time, though, is just watching YouTube videos and playing video games and just hating myself because, depression. Yeah.
Yeah, I mean, I guess I'm kind of the same way. I'm not gonna like glorify it or whatever, but I don't know. My thing with cleaning is that like it's like it's gonna get dirty again. What's the point? You know what I mean?
Yeah.
That's how I am, and that's kind of a bad way to think of it, but
it is because you know. You gotta clean it.
Being clean is actually a good thing. It's not just something that's futile. It's something that, you know, matters.
I mean, you have to clean it because, you know, if you don't, it's just gonna keep getting worse and worse. Whereas if you clean it, it's gonna be nice for a couple days, and then it'll be back to where it was, but it won't ever be
Maybe
as
not where
bad
it
as it
was,
could
but
be.
so how to continue this point about
Um,
day-to-day life of unemployment or whatever? What exactly
just
were
just
you
just being a
defining as?
deadbeat, I suppose, mooching off of whoever you're living
I
with.
I feel like at some point I'll actually be a help to the people that I live with, but I don't know. I don't know.
Well, we could have a sort of smooth transition here into one of the show notes. It's not the next show note, but it will be now because it makes better or it makes more sense. So let's just control X and control V, and there we go. The order of show notes has now been changed.
Perfect.
So Nyne, since we both obviously feel very bad about being the bums that we are, do we have any plans on how to stop being bums? I'm sure we
Honestly, I
do.
kind of need to get more into the habit of going out, but honestly,
That's
I
true. Going
have
out can definitely help with that. Help you
a lot of
get
the people in my
life experience and
family.
whatever. But yeah,
We we kind of want to save like our time to going out when we absolutely need to, because
that's
I'm not
true.
really the only antisocial person in my family, but the other people actually, more or less do things, either going to college or going to their job, or but most of the time we're relegated to our house.
I
You
suppose it
know,
also depends on your family's finances, how like what all you can do when you go out. I'm sure you're in a much better state than I am though, because you
I
know
mean, I can't call myself rich, but it's
I,
not
I'm I'm sure you're much better off than I am because you're not
completely
having to eat
destitute.
ramen every day.
I mean, ramen's a nice substitute to
No,
nothing.
no. Okay, fine. When having to not starve or eat ramen, or when with the choice between starving and eating ramen, yeah, obviously ramen.
One of the things that actually probably keeps us afloat, well, not economically, but in terms of being able to like sustain ourselves mostly is we actually get some food when we go down to Missouri.
Okay, so
We
wait,
we
you when you go visit
well
family,
my
you get a they
well
give you food.
they're cattle farmers, so they have a lot
Okay,
of extra meat they
yeah.
get from the butcher. So they're like, oh well, here, just take an entire like a freezer thing and
Take a
fill it up.
whole cow. We got plenty.
I think just give a cooler full of like I don't know 20 or 30 sets of like 2 pounds of meat,
Yeah,
so we don't have to buy the wildebeest from Walmart. And well, there goes any advertisements for Walmart we could have got. Their meat isn't exactly the best, and I'm sure a lot of the people listening will probably agree with that.
I can definitely agree with that. It's better than like Dollar General meat though, because that's just like the meat that comes in a tube. That's
Yeah,
that's crap.
I mean it's
Anyways,
not better. The container doesn't really,
no, like
determine.
the container is well, the container doesn't determine it, but I'm saying the meat that comes in those tubes. So yeah, what does that have to do with your plan to stop being a bum nine? Because I don't remember.
Not exactly sure, but I feel like at some point I have a place where I would like to work. There was back in high school we went to a called the Heart Ministry Center in Omaha. I went there and helped people for a day, and I actually really liked helping them. It was kind of cool, and I actually recently figured out that I could get a job there, more or less. But it is in Omaha, which is quite a ways from where I am.
Yeah,
Hopefully, this isn't completely doxing me. Not that I really care, but
but yeah, you did say before that you wanted to be a counselor, so
there was something involving psychology, but I don't think that's really too profitable of a job currently.
no, psychology is definitely a
It depends on
very
where you are.
yeah, it's true,
There's
but
parts of the country that
everyone's got
don't
mental
really.
problems that they would like to
Yeah,
have
but
dealt
it
with.
depends on how much it's taken seriously, and depending on what part of the country.
That's
And I feel like
true.
there's
Mental health
kind of
isn't really taken seriously in a lot of places, but there's still a lot of money in it.
possibly.
I've
Anyway,
I've thought about going to school for psychology one day, but I don't know. Don't have the dedication to do that. So,
I actually started taking a class, but they kind of just started piling the lessons together near the end. I wasn't able to keep up.
well,
Actually, that kind of springboards pretty well into the next topic.
Yeah, but I haven't discussed my plan yet.
Fair enough. What were you
Um,
going to say?
I don't really know, but I want to be able to just keep making stuff for the internet and be able to make enough off the internet to just get paid for now, which is like $100 frequently enough to where it feels like something. So,
It's kind of hard to do overall. Honestly, live a dual life of both being an internet creator and actually doing something well in the real world. I mean,
yeah, because
not
you
that I
get
don't consider it the real world, just
Cause it's like
you
in
know what I'm
order
trying to say.
to succeed online, you have to do it full time, or at least
Hmm.
make like a video every now and then that's gonna get a lot of hits, and then work up from there to the point where you can finally do it full time because you have a big enough audience. But yeah,
Kind of like
so
how we were talking about JonTron. I feel like JonTron maybe has a life out of editing, outside of editing videos, but he makes quite a bit from YouTube anyway. You know,
yeah, I don't know. I feel like he probably makes enough to be able to do it full time. But yeah,
I'm always kind of under the impression that YouTube just doesn't make enough money for anybody.
PewDiePie makes over $4 million a year,
Okay,
Nine.
fair enough. There's exceptions, but
There's a lot of YouTubers that make over $1 million a year. And even then, there's a lot of YouTubers that make hundreds of thousands
I
of
mean,
dollars
what
a
is that
year.
though? Like 10% of people or something?
I don't know. Nah, there's a lot of channels with over 1 million subscribers now, and like they're all making way more than enough to live comfortably.
Sure, but there's a lot
Anyways,
of people with 1 million subscribers that maybe don't even get a tenth of that for their, what
well,
is it,
yeah, that's because they
every
got a
video.
million subscribers for some stupid fad, and then it died out, and no one cares anymore.
So,
Pant
what were you talking
Venom.
about though? Wow, still riffing on him. Um,
I'm sorry. Anyways, I want to be able to make enough, from YouTube or the internet to be able to get paid, and then more in the future to keep doing it and be able to cover expenses and help everyone out that I have mooched off of. And yeah, eventually I want to get into film and actually making films with budgets and hopefully make a movie that's gonna make a lot of money, and then once I have millions of dollars, I'll give back to everyone who has helped me because I'm a kind person and I can't really help right now, but when I can, I will. So please
I actually
please
remember,
don't kill me, family members, when I get millions of dollars to try
I
and
remember my
steal
grand,
money. That's not
not
cool.
grand, I remember my parents actually saying that to my great grandma for most of my life. They never paid her back. They probably are still in debt to her, even though she's not here anymore.
Well, you
You know?
see, I would because I'm the kind of person that lets something like that haunt me all the time. Like, I owe
Oh,
Alex two hundred
you know,
dollars
don't get me wrong, they
from
were
like years ago.
constantly
So
bothered by it, but I don't know, just kind of living month to month. But then again, there's a lot of people who live like that.
yeah, but I would go out of my way to try and make sure it gets
Anybody
done.
would if they had the money. Well, not a lot of people would.
You gotta have money to spend. You gotta spend money to make money. You gotta have money to spend money. You gotta money.
So, was there anything else you wanted to talk about for this topic?
I don't know. So this is a terrible transition, but both me and Nyne are, I guess, high school dropouts, you could say. What's it like being a high school dropout, Nyne?
There's parts of me that regret it, but there's another part that knows that it would have been awful if I would have stayed. It wasn't really. Eh, I like to feel it was a little bit more justified than most people, but then again, that may be a bit narcissistic to say.
Yeah, I still don't know how I feel about it. Obviously I regret it because, without a high school diploma, it's kind of hard to do anything. But
Well, it's
again,
not
as
like it's
someone who
impossible
wants
for you
to
to.
just make stuff for the internet, yeah, you don't need a high school diploma for that. You don't even really need a high school diploma for a lot of part-time jobs. But still, it would be nicer to have one, especially considering I dropped out like a month before school was finished. There's reasons, and maybe I'll discuss those reasons in
I mean,
this
this is the
podcast.
podcast to do it.
Yeah. I'm still not entirely sure why I decided to do it, but of all of my siblings, I would have been the first and probably only to graduate high school because my little sister dropped out before, like when she was a freshman. Uh,
I actually didn't know that.
my older brothers never even made it to high school for some reason. I think my older sister got to like 10th grade or something. I don't remember. Uh,
Honestly, I have to wonder why people always question the people and not the actual system whenever they say that. It's like, this percentage of America doesn't even make it to high school. It's like, well, is it the system or is it the people? Who knows?
a little both depends on the person, but
I
yeah.
guess.
Anyways, so there was a lot of pressure from that. Like it was more so self-imposed pressure. It's not like any of my family were pressuring me, but like, oh, you're gonna be the first of your siblings to graduate high school. You better not f it up. That's more so what my brain was telling me, and I guess it's just a mix of that and I don't know, my emotional or my lack of emotional stability, I guess. So
Well, I remember being, well, since both of my parents were teachers, my dad actually wasn't teaching at the school. I had quite a bit of, I had already had kind of a hard time in school, so I kind of was, but I was definitely given a lot of motivation to stay, if not by the teachers themselves. Wasn't actually told to leave, but a lot of apathetic teachers don't really actually leave you with much. They leave you with leave you wanting. There we go. Yeah, I don't know.
um
I can say that probably bed might not be the best thing for a lot of people. Remember it not being very helpful to me anyway.
yeah, I would
And this,
imagine special ed classes aren't
I'm not going to
good.
consider myself smart by any means, but I definitely wasn't meant for that area. I've
I
told you this before, but
yeah,
restating some things.
I had to be in a remedial English class for a quarter, or no, maybe it was a semester. I don't remember because advanced English wasn't being offered that semester. And my God, that was the worst time. It was so stupidly easy. And the thing is, everyone else was like struggling to pass. It's like, how? This is so effing easy.
Well, I remember actually having
Oh,
trouble later on with
God.
things, but I feel like it was just because the class was going too quickly, not because I couldn't actually understand things.
I think the only
And
time I ever struggled with anything in high school was like well, maybe not U.S. history, but like government and economics, and yeah, I think that's about it. Just like social studies classes, because like there's so much information you have to remember. Everything else is easy though. And English is the easiest.
frankly,
Science
I
is
think that could be said
fine.
about a lot of schooling, more memorization rather than actual education.
Yeah, but yeah,
Even though
back
part
to
of education is memorization, not
back
all of it though.
back to me being a filthy high school dropout.
It's
Yeah.
kind of going back and forth with us. We're kind of in
What
tandem with
was
this
it?
particular show note.
What was it? But yeah, like the thing is, like up until the point that I decided that I was just done, I was still doing the work. Like I wasn't like I didn't want to have to wake up and go to school for the longest time. So, I just wasn't. And then every now and then I would like just go to school one day and then go get all the work that that I need, or Like, my mom would send someone to the school to pick up my work and bring it home. And I was, I was still, I had a terrible sleep schedule. I was staying up all night, like, doing math and all
Yeah,
this stuff.
even people that don't
I
drop end up
read the
having that kind of
entire,
thing.
I read the entire textbook for government. I was doing all the work. It's just, you gotta go to school, do the tests, and
Attendance.
take the finals. And even though I was confident that I could pass because I was doing all the work, I had all the knowledge. It's just like I had the thought, would I deserve to graduate though? I'm not going. I'm not making the effort to go. How bad would it be if I did show up and they actually allowed me to graduate? Would I want to have that association with me? Yeah, I didn't effing go to school for like 3 months. I graduated. What does that say about the education system? Maybe that would have been making a good statement, though. I don't know. Either way, so it was like that thought that occurred to me with the mix of like pressure and whatever else, I think. That's interesting. I've never actually thought about that. Like that thought did occur to me. It's like, would I even deserve to graduate? So
I
it
didn't
was at that
even
point
get that far with my
that
thought process. I'd just gotten so far behind with a lot of my assignments. I remember having probably being a month behind in some classes.
yeah.
Some classes there wasn't really even any work because I'd been moved to classes that don't really have homework, which kind of felt, I was insulted by it, but maybe I shouldn't have been, frankly. I don't know.
It's really weird.
There's
My
definitely regrets, but I'm not sure if they're right. I don't know. I guess I just haven't thought about it enough.
my dedication to school was kind of like a roller coaster. Like in the beginning, it was all like, oh, I don't want to go to school. I don't want to do anything. And then around the time, like around the time of fifth grade, the second time I was actually in fifth grade because I was an idiot the first time around. Somehow the second time around though, I was intelligent. I don't know. Maybe it's just because I had already been through it. But from that point on, I guess I was quite intelligent because I was constantly getting straight A's, and then in middle and high school I was put in advanced classes. But yeah,
Kind of
so
the other way around
so
for me.
after fifth grade, it was like, oh, I'm constantly getting A's and B's now. Yeah, I'm dedicated to keeping this up with relative ease. I like sometimes in some of the math classes, like, okay, I actually have to effing pay attention and do whatever. I gotta actually think. But halfway through 11th grade is about where I started slipping again, and I'm not sure if I can place any sort of blame, but I typically tend to blame it on a certain event. So there was like one day after school, I was waiting to be picked up from a National Honor Society meeting, and like it was a surprise meeting, so my mom didn't know to pick me up, and so because
You're
of
stuck at
that, I
school.
borrowed Alex's phone to call her because I had her number written on a piece of paper in my backpack, and I kept calling her, and it wasn't picking up, whatever. So it's like, oh crap, what am I gonna do? I could just wait here, but then my sister's boyfriend at the time, like my little sister's boyfriend at the time, who by the way was much older than her, because she was a freshman. This guy was, he was like a senior or 11th grade. I don't remember, but yeah. So, he comes along. He's like, "Hey, you should walk home with me." And I'm thinking, why not? F it. It's good to go on an adventure every now and then. Why stay at the school where my mom would know where I'm at, would know to pick me up? Yeah, let's walk home. Let's walk from one town to the next for 4 hours. So yeah, I walked for 4 hours. It was not a good time. And when I got home at 7 p.m., I felt so dead. And just from that point on, I was just like, I'm
It's
done
strange that it's
with
the little things that
everything.
change your perspective, actually.
Yeah, it's like I couldn't recover from that. It's just like, oh my god, all that effing time was wasted. I'm an idiot. I should have just stayed at the school. Could have Got home, it's normal time, done all the stuff I needed to do. I just want to die, you know. And from
I
that
feel
point
like
on, it
worrying
was just
too much
like,
about time is almost as bad as the people that waste all of their time.
mm-hmm.
You know?
But what
What
if
were
you
you
waste
saying?
time worrying about time, huh? Haha, that's what I do.
Possible oversight.
But yeah, so that's what I typically, I guess, blame on me just kind of slipping from that point on. Because it really was from that point on. It's just like, I don't effing want to do anything anymore. So yeah.
Is there anything else more to say about this segment?
Uh, well,
But like, I haven't said too much, but I think I've said enough.
this is about being a high school dropout, not high school in general. Maybe that could be a discussion some other time.
Well, it's the lead up to it, you know.
Yeah,
I
but
mean, it's not like either of us had really that good of a time.
that is more of a discussion for another time, though. I mean, I had a good time in school because like I was a lot more social, just hanging out with people, doing all this stuff.
I surprisingly have more friends now that I'm not in school.
Oh yeah, because
Most of the people that I was friends with aren't really like that anymore. There's a couple cases, but not many.
that's a good discussion. How is it easier to make friends online or in real life? I
Well, I'm
guess
not
if
even
you're in
counting the ones
school, it's
on
probably
the ones in real life. That's what I'm talking
Oh,
about.
really?
Yeah,
How do you
a
how do
lot
you
of the
make more
people that I went to
friends?
high school with, I'm actually more friends. Well, I mean, I obviously have more friends online because I spend a good amount of time online. But the people that you know how like in middle school and elementary, I didn't really have middle school, but um, you know, it was you'd hang out with people, and then when high school came around, you just didn't really talk with them all that much anymore. That
Kinda.
was
I mean, it also doesn't help that I changed school systems. But yeah.
fair enough. Well, there was a lot of people that I ended up reconnecting with after that I used to hang out with back in the day that I
Okay.
can still hang out with.
How did you end up reconnecting with them though, especially since you don't go out much?
Yeah, I don't know, one way or another.
Well, I've been wanting to reconnect with a couple people that I kind of just stopped talking to for some reason. Are we done talking about being high school dropouts? I feel like we could
I'd
say
say.
more, but I don't know. Wait, did we already touch on how it makes us feel and like
Mm,
how our life has been affected because of it?
Maybe not specifically, but I think I've said that. I mean, it's kind of one of the first things we said.
Oh yeah, cause like it's hard to get a job whenever. Okay, yeah. So
It's created plenty of difficulties. I'm not happy with it entirely, but then again, I still don't feel like it was entirely the wrong choice for me. That's how I feel.
yeah. Nyne, how often do you brush your teeth?
At least once a night. Sometimes I am too tired to, but most times I will.
I can't brush my teeth as often because I never have enough toothpaste for brushing my teeth. Because all my toothpaste goes towards pasting. Nyne, what is pasting? You introduced us to this quite a while
It was
ago.
sometime back in,
Please
I believe,
please
2012. It was
explain
around
pasting.
probably a year into meeting you. Well, you and the rest of the mock team. Um, well, actually, it wasn't really the mock team whenever I met you guys, but we ended up making it the mock team.
Mm-hmm.
But yeah, I don't know. There was just some videos going around. It's kind of like the thing with the Nut Shack now. I'm sure that's immediately going to date things, but a lot of edits going around with that. Back in the day, there was people that would mainly young boys that would post. They would
Whoa.
put calm down. They would put pillowcases over their heads or bandanas or something covering, to obscure their face. They'd put, they'd take some duct tape. They'd put toothpaste on their nipple and put it over. I don't know. I don't know exactly what happened. They didn't really film the whole thing, but some of them would be yelling. Some of them would like pretend to get high or something. But yeah, I don't know.
So
Wasn't too much on it
yes,
besides that.
pasting is the act of putting toothpaste on your nipples and covering it with duct tape, and that somehow gets you high. I tried it once. I forgot the duct tape though, so it didn't do
Well, I should have
anything.
done
Nine
something if
have
it actually has some sort of effect.
Nine have
No, I
you
have not tried it,
you
surprisingly.
you have not actually tried pasting. Wow.
Oh,
And
not
here,
surprisingly.
here
but,
I
mean,
am.
I'm sure you guys.
Saying I
Same
tried
guys.
it, except without the duct tape. So, I mean, if my nipples weren't already deformed enough, I would certainly try it again to get results. But I guess I'll just keep huffing computer duster. I really have to pee, so let's wrap this up. Nyne, we didn't do this the last time you were here because that was the pilot and that didn't count. But you know, we riff on bad Newgrounds reviews because it's a thing.
Why are you telling me this like I don't know?
I don't effing know. So Nyne, let's riff on some bad Newgrounds reviews. Anything on the front
Perfect.
page of Newgrounds currently that we've both seen? What are you got any favorite Newgrounds submissions that might have bad reviews on them?
I mean,
I
I
might
know
have
some
seen.
people that are on YouTube that also do Newgrounds things.
Nyne, go find your
But
favorite Newgrounds submissions and we'll see if we can work with it.
I mean, is Kerbifer on there?
Yeah.
Okay. Let's see. But he's actually known for good stuff, not. You know,
Yeah, but Kerbifer's a very controversial fellow. He'll definitely have some bad reviews.
Okay. I love Kerbifer. Brawl Taunts Tribute. Okay.
Okay, yeah, let's quickly watch this and then please Nyne link it.
Okay.
This is Brawlton's tribute by Average
It was
Newgrounder.
actually.
Sonic's the name, speed's my game. Haha.
Oh, how about I steal your coins so you can't buy any more drugs then?
This got about
Woohoo!
as many comments as it needs, and none of them. I like it.
And the Oscar goes to...
Mario and Sonic.
I gotta stop putting terrible things. Great.
Well, that was I'm sure this deserves whatever
You
reviews
don't
it
even
has.
deserve an insult.
Dedicated to the talented and lovely Kerbo Fur, my secret cartoon is coming soon. It's another tribute. Oh, and Kerbo Fur, if you're reading this could you please make a hentai comic of Brawltons? Please, Peach is so hot. Oh my. Well, let's look at these reviews, shall we? Oh, there's some 5-star reviews here. Well, let's go to the zeros first. Oh wow, he does say ... You don't even deserve an insult. By White Shadow, 0 stars. Well,
Yeah, it's looking like most of Kerbifer's, at least for the one I'm looking at, are fairly positive. Yeah. I don't
Nyne,
know. How did you guys find the last one?
go to rating or sort by rating and go to the last page. You'll see all the
Newgrounds
zeros.
Home?
No, Nyne, in the review section, sort by rating and click the last page of reviews. You'll see
Billy, you
the
have to
zeros.
understand. I don't understand how.
You know where the
How that
ratings
operates.
you know where the review section is, yes?
No.
You're reading reviews, Nyne, you know where it is.
Oh, like the specific for a given video.
Yes.
Okay. Ratings. Sort by. Do you click it twice? Does it show the bad stuff?
No, you gotta go to the last page of reviews. It'll show the 0-star reviews.
Okay.
You know, unless it doesn't have any 0-star reviews. It'll show the lowest rating reviews.
Yeah, mostly got 2.5 stars. That's a little terrifying, but okay.
Well, what is this on?
Salty Swamp Sack Village.
That's
by
not even
Kerber.
Kerber.
Oh, it is?
He's just the voice
Or is
actor
it?
in that.
Oh, well, fair enough. Do you think actual Kerber content has? You know what? I'm.
Here, Nyne, what Kerber movies have you seen?
Obviously the Brawl Taunts.
I haven't seen
I
Brawl
watched some of
Taunts,
Tome.
so-
Seriously?
Yeah, I haven't seen Brawl Taunts. I've been
I mean,
meaning to.
Actually, this segment could also include bad YouTube comments.
no,
there's entire
no,
videos
Nyne. The
dedicated
point
to
is
that.
bad Newgrounds reviews. Have you seen any Parody Rangers? Seen any of the Nintendo collabs?
No.
Oh my god, Nyne. Well, obviously we can't do Kerber. You got any favorite Newgrounds movies, Nyne?
You go on it more than I do.
Nyne, you know things you've seen on Newgrounds.
For the most part, I have to use it more.
Oh my god.
I mean, I don't even.
Nyne, this isn't gonna work. Here,
Probably
let's
not, no.
let's look at bad reviews on no. Never mind. Should we look at bad reviews on porn? Let's look at bad reviews on porn, Nyne. That'll be a
Sure.
gold
Why
mine.
not?
Shall we watch the porn first to get a good
I guess you can. Go on.
Well, no, Nyne. We both gotta see it so we can actually properly critique it. Okay, this is
I'm not here to
Peridot
critique
clip.
it. I'm here to critique the critiques. Okay. All I gotta do is read the comments.
Well, yeah, but you gotta actually watch the thing to know what they're talking about. That's the point. So this is Peridot clip SU. Here you go, Nyne. Let's enjoy this porn. All right, well, that was certainly porn.
That probably would have worked better as a GIF. GIF. Excuse
Oh,
me.
there's not even any bad reviews on this. Well, okay, let's.
Yeah, these are. I mean, it's the same kind of. You're not gonna find it.
Okay,
worse
here
comments
the
just
last.
because it's porn.
This has a really low score. The last Futanari NSFW app droid release trailer, IK Studios. This person gets their stuff removed a lot, so
Man, a prank time. I
Honestly,
forgot
a
about
minute.
this. Do you remember that the fat kid that pulls a prank on his dad and he like keeps morphing in different
Nyne,
objects?
yeah, I know what that is.
I wasn't sure if you'd forgot. All right.
Maybe I should check the reviews first to see if there's any good ones. Well, see, the thing that sucks about looking at porn on Newgrounds is the porn ads. Here, let's look at Houndoom X Charmander. This'll be the last.
Weren't you already looking at that earlier?
No, it's just I saw it.
Is this really the proper time to be
I
embarrassed
saw
by this?
I saw the thumbnail, Nyne. Okay.
Of course. God.
YIF animation 18 plus. How do I
Oh
play?
wow! Look at that. You get to pick your gender.
Oh, nice. Oh, do we want male on female, male on male? That's cool. There's options. Let's do male and female first.
All right. Well, I've seen enough of this.
Yeah. Okay, reviews. Pretty good work here by Master XX. 4 stars. Nice art,
Oh, 1
but
star.
nice art, but need to put it to
These are
better
actual
use than a
critiques.
loop. You are capable of awesome things. 1 star. Well, that's fair, but the rating is a bit low, you think. Great game. You drew the characters very well. It's not a game. That was a
Maybe-
review by Ponyo999, 5 stars. Oh, I've been to
Wait,
their
what?
profile before.
Have?
Why? Why have I? Wait. Why have I been to their profile?
Howful Bad, March 7, 2010. That added to levels for Time FC UK. I don't know how to say that. I mean, it's obviously profanity, but
What?
okay. There's a lot of porn that's been drawn.
Man, I have no idea what you're talking about.
I'm looking at Ponyo999.
Oh. Well. Let's see.
Is this
Oh.
ESM Ariel?
They're a
Is this
fan of
really
me on
necessary?
Newgrounds. That's why I've been to their profile.
Oh, well, maybe they're a viewer.
Yeah. I know what kind of porn you watch.
Dear God.
Well, that was a disaster. Thank you for joining me, Nyne.
Yeah.
Thank you for listening to the podcast, everyone. Is it working yet, Nyne?
Why does this have to be in every single segment or
Is
every single podcast?
Is it working yet, Nyne?
Honestly, it almost is in every single segment.
Is it working?
Just call a rap on it.
I'll wrap my cock with this sock, and I'll jizz into it.